Is everybody ready for the anthology? Tell me, what do we think? Do we like the beginning or the end of TTPD? I am small and sensitive, but fight me. First one is more of sad bops. Okay. Second one is just sad. Okay, so first half is sad bops. Second half is just sad. Jonathan! There is Jonathan. Everybody say hi. Here to coach me through TTPD again. I just want you to know I got off stream last night, guys, and had an existential crisis. Literally. I was like I don't usually speculate, but like I feel like this was like so pivotal for her career and like really letting us in, but also like a fuck you to her PR and industry team who has always said no, keep it under your vest. And like how much of her in the past was really like I want to keep things for myself, and how much of it was like her team saying that she should keep things for herself and not be so specific in changing her lyrics, like, or was it her? I like had a whole thing. I'm starting with coffee right now, but I don't know, like it's 5:00. Do I just jump into alcohol? Like, do we just go there? That's what I'm wondering. Hold on, I need to back my camera up a little bit. She's getting a little invasive. For the agenda, should we start with prologue poem, the Apple Music breakdowns of the first part of TTPD now that I've heard it, and then jump in the anthology? Go through the poems that you already heard, the standard album. Black Dog might take you out immediately like I was broken on the boat. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's the vinyl I got, was the Black Dog. Hello. I am Alex Ray. Today we are listening to the Tortured Poets Department, the anthology. And I have been told by my stream, we are live here on Twitch. If you do not follow me on Twitch, follow me here on Twitch. We have to read the prologue poem and chat a little bit about the Apple Music descriptions of the songs, because apparently there's some insight. After I listened to TTPD last night, I had a little bit of a meltdown. I was like, oh my gosh, like, have I added to Taylor's disdain of the industry and her fandom? Like, what have I done to like intrude in her life? And so I would love in the comments if you would tell me what you think Taylor's message behind this album was. Was it just, I'm no longer going to hide. I'm not going to listen to my PR team, my industry team anymore, and I'm going to let you guys in more than I have before so we can keep the record straight? Is it, I don't give a fuck anymore, full stop. Have what you want. You don't need to speculate. Like, what do you think it is? What do you think our relationship's like with Taylor right now? What do you think? Where do you think that line is? I would love to hear your thoughts on that, especially after TTPD, because I think this is her most honest album that she's done so far. So we are going to start with reading the prologue, if I can figure out how to zoom it in. So this is the prologue poem. Oh, it's the poem by Stevie Nicks. So it says, on September 13th, 8:50 p.m., a poem by Stevie Nicks. He was in love with her, or at least she thought so. She was brokenhearted. Maybe he was too. Neither of them knew. She was way too hot to handle. He was way too high to try. Oh shit. He couldn't even see her. He wouldn't open his eyes. She was on her way to the stars. He didn't say goodbye. She looked back from her future and shed a few tears. He looked into his past and actually felt fear. For both of them, the answers would never be ever clear. Don't ask questions now. Do that later. She brings joy. He brings Shakespeare. It's almost a tragedy, says she. Don't endanger me. Don't endanger me. He really can't answer her. He's afraid of her. He's hiding from her, and he knows that he's hurting her. She tells the truth. She writes about it. She's an informer. He's an ex-lover. There's nothing there for her. She's already gone. There's nothing that can stop her. She was just flying through the clouds. Where he saw her, she was making her way to the stars when he lost her. Okay. Is there writing there? For T, is that for T and Me? Is that on the album? Oh, it's a poem by Stevie and an epilogue by Taylor. For T and Me. That's so cute. Okay. I wanted to read both. All right. In summation, at this hearing, I stand before my fellow members of the Tortured Poets Department with a summary of my findings, a debrief, a detailed rewinding for the purpose of warning, for the sake of reminding. As you all unfortunately recall, I had been struck with a case of restricted humanity, which explains my plea here today of temporary insanity, and there's a space between all of the letters in insanity. You see, the pendulum swings, oh, the chaos it brings, leads the caged beast to do the most curious things. Lovers spent years denying what's ill-fated, and lovers is in italics. Resentment rotting away galaxies we created. Stars placed and glued meticulously by hand next to the ceiling fan. Tried wishing on comets, tried dimming the shine, tried to orbit his planet. Some stars never align. And in one conversation, I tore down the whole sky. Spring sprung forth with the dazzling freedom hues, then a crash from the skylight bursting through something old, someone hallowed, who told me he could be brand new. And so I was out of the oven and into the microwave. Okay, so this is what you guys were talking about last night when you said that she made the comment that Joe, her 6-year-long relationship was kind of the oven, and then this new relationship was a microwave. Okay, like a hot, quick burn. And out of the slammer and into a tidal wave. How gallant to save the Empress from her gilded tower, swinging a sword he could barely lift, but loneliness struck at that fateful hour. Low-hanging fruit on his wine-stained lips, he never even scratched the surface of me. None of them did. In summation, it was not a love affair. I screamed while bringing my fist into my coffee ring desk. It was a mutual manic phase. It was self-harm. It was house, and then cardiac arrest. A smirk creeps onto this poet's face because it's the worst men that I write best. Shit. And so I enter into evidence my tarnished coat of arms, my muses acquired like bruises, my talismans and charms, the tick, tick, tick of love bombs, my veins of pitch black ink, all's fair in love and poetry. Sincerely, the chairman of the Tortured Poets Department. Okay. I think this clears. I think that entry poem, both this one by Stevie Nicks and In Summation, summary poem by Taylor Swift, I think both of them, she like knows, you know, like she knows he sucked. She knows that she was hurting after a long oven like 6-year relationship, and she jumped right out of that oven into the microwave, into a hot, quick, screaming love affair that she knows was with a not a great person now. But unfortunately, hindsight's 2020, and something about people who love to write songs and poems and words is that they find themselves in situations for which to write songs and poems and words. And I fucking get that. I think that she's just given us this album saying that it is what it is. You know, you have it all now. You can do with it what you will. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I can recognize it, but in the thick of it, I also felt the deepest hurt that I felt in a long time, if any of that makes sense. Maple says, I think ultimately there are many themes, but the most simplistic way to define what the album is about, I feel like it's the cathartic album that she needed to publish for herself, a therapeutic gesture, definitely her most honest album so far. I agree. I 1,000% agree. Stevie Nicks is a great mentoring icon to the younger generations of female songwriter, and it's heartwarming. And she was included in the Clara Bow song as well, so I agree with that. I still have a question. Who are the members of the Tortured Poets Department? I think it's us. I think that you just know if you're a member of the Tortured Poets Department. Like, I think I am. I think I am somebody who seeks out some kind of feeling to write more words about, whether it's healthy or not. And I get that, if any of these things that I'm saying make sense. So with that, I think that clears up a lot. And we're gonna jump right into the anthology. Or you make shit up to write about. Yeah, or you make it up. But I can't write about something that didn't happen to me. Like, I pull from my life experiences over and over and over and over again. So, Jonathan, are we ready? Time for another roller coaster. I have coffee. Phil, I'm sure, will show up with a cocktail at some point. Right, babe? And this is the black dog. Oh, no.
I am someone who, until recent events, you shared your secrets with, and your location you forgot to turn it off.
Her location.
As you walk into some bar called the Black Dog and pierce new holes in my heart, you forgot to turn it off. And gets me. I just don't understand how you don't miss me in the Black Dog when someone plays the starting line and you jump up.
The starting line?
Young to know this song that was intertwined in the
Oh, she's too.
fabric of.
Okay, all right. She's too young to know this song. So he's with another girl at this bar that they used to go to, and the starting line comes on, which is like a Warped Tour scene band. And yeah, I know. So there are two generations of starting line. There are the ones who think it's Luke's song from the EP, and there's the band, the starting line. And we're talking about the band, the starting line. And the starting line is favorite. Okay, all right, checked out.
Old habits die.
Oh my God. Who produced this? Who produced this half of this shit? Give me the credits. This is a Jack. I didn't think. I knew that Aaron Dessner had a hand in some of the deluxe tracks or the anthology, but that sounded like a Jack Antonoff move, and I was right.
Through the world with the heart broken, my longings stay unspoken, and I may never open up the way I did for you. How you don't miss me in the shower, and remember how my rain-soaked body was shaking. Do you
Aww.
hate me? Was it hazing for a cruel fraternity I pledged, and I still mean it? Old
I love the country influence on this song too.
habits die, scream. 6 weeks of breathing clean air, I still miss the smoke. Were you making fun of me with some esoteric joke? Now I wanna sell my house and set fire to all my clothes. And hire a priest to come and exorcise my demons.
Oh, damn.
Even if I die, screaming. And I hope you and I hope it's shitty in the Black Dog when someone plays the starting line and you jump up, but she's too young to know this song.
She doesn't know it. She doesn't know.
The tragic fabric of our dreaming. 'Cause tail between your legs, you're leaving. I still can't believe.
Yeah.
'Cause old habits die. Scream.
Not the little cry. I mean, one thing about ugly, tall, skinny white guys is they will fuck you up, dude. She lost her voice screaming. Yeah. It kind of sounded like the breath was being taken away. Like, what? I mean, really, like, tall, ugly, skinny white guys. I mean, there are some fucking great songs written about them. And I don't know what it is, but I love the country influence on that. It's giving me like a little, like, if I didn't know that she wrote it for herself, I would think that she wrote it for like Sugarland or something. You know, I just like, I'm feeling a little frisky, you know? Something about a really honest album like this makes you feel a little bit frisky. If Taylor did a rock version of this song, imagine like it's a grown-up version of Last Kiss. Yes. Hope it's nice where you are too. Hope it's shitty in the Black Dog. Yeah. The same lyric changes, sad, beautiful, tragic, going from magic to tragic in a different chorus. I love that I do these live. Like, I thought about doing Taylor off stream, but I realized I never just would have caught all of this without 7 listens on the first time. I don't have the mental capacity to do that. Sugarland would do a fucking baller cover of this song. Yes. I've been feeling frisky. We've been feeling frisky over here in the Alex Ray house. I mean, that was beautiful. I love how... Okay, here's my thing about... Not my thing. I'm not going to say anything bad about this album. I feel silly being a reactor to albums like this, and I said this when I filmed last night as well. I feel like the Torture to Poets department, and it sounds like the Anthology as well, is going to be very specific, very full of imagery, very clear. It doesn't need a ton of analysis done to it. Taylor has said this is the album I needed to make for me. It's very specific. We don't have to sit here and make the like strings on the cork board to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, it's a very clear album. This album is very just clearly, she told us in the poem, oven to a microwave. I went from You're Losing Me, this long burn of like this like bell curve of like happiness to sadness and a slow acceptance that it was over, to 2 minutes in a microwave and we're fucking done. So there is a different bar called the Black Dog in Scotland, I think, and it says Team Maddie on the sign. Like you could have just not said anything. You could have just not. Ugh. That was beautiful. It feels like an Aaron Dessner song, but with the Jack Antonoff production. Like an Aaron Dessner co-written song with the Jack Antonoff production. So the next one's I'm Gonna Get You Back, all lowercase, all one word. And it is written by Jack and Taylor, produced by Jack and Taylor. So we've not gotten to the Aaron stuff yet. So this is I'm Gonna Get You Back. Oh, yep, that's Jack all day long. Jack goes to bed with a synth. I'm pretty sure every room in Jack's house, the walls are just lined with analog synths. Oh, wait. What was that sound? Hold on. Not the Albatross, no. Do you hear that? What is that? She's saying something. Has anybody uncoded this?
Like a short skirt, the one that fits me like skin.
Ooh.
Did your research, you knew the price going in. And I'll tell you one thing, honey.
Ooh, Taylor Swift saying honey.
Wants me come clean, standing at the bar like something's funny, bubbly. Once you fix your face, I'm going in.
Oh, once you fix your face.
Yeah. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet. But
I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike? Is that what she said? I love Messy Taylor.
Get you back, whether I'm gonna curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet. But I'm gonna get you back. I hear the whispers in your eyes, I'll make you wanna think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. You're mine. Small talk, big love, act like I don't care what you did.
Ooh!
Aston Martin,
love that. She is.
Stood straight into the ditch, then ran and hid. And I'll tell you one thing, honey, I can take the upper hand and touch your body.
Okay, a quick point about the beginning of this. So the beginning right here. Listen. Where I went to the beginning of the song. Right here. It's like, yeah, something. It says like, yeah, something. Okay. In the lyric video, I just went back and checked. It's a glitch. So you can't. And this is the official lyric video by Taylor. And watch what the video does when that part comes up. Like a glitch. So what'd she say? I don't know. They like distorted something. She definitely said some shit and they distorted it. I don't know what it was though. So anyway, all that to say, I'm taking glitches and glitch, right? I'm taking glitches and glitch in the 1989 like promo, like Red to 1989 promo video when Wildest Dreams came out. I'm taking glitches and like glitch, like a Stitch glitch, yeah.
I'm an Aston Martin that you steered straight into the ditch, then ran and hid. And I'll tell you one thing, gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna flip you off or pull you into the closet, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. I hear the whispers in your eyes, I'll make you wanna think twice. You'll find that you are never not mine. I can feel it coming, humming in the Push the reset button, we're becoming something new. Say you got somebody else, say I got someone too.
Oh, that is so good.
Even if it's handcuffed, I'm leaving here with you.
Oh.
Bygones will be bygone eras.
Even if it's handcuffed, I'm leaving here with you. I love this, Taylor. I love it.
Into vain, all the pieces, but still wanna play the game.
Ooh, that's so good.
I love you just the same. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poison either way.
All right, lyric-wise, and then we'll run it back there. Whether I'm going to be your wife or smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to get you back. Whether I'm going to flip you off or pull you into the closet, I haven't decided yet. I hear the whispers in your eyes. I'll make you want to think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. She said, I'm a mastermind, bitch. Okay, here's the bridge. I can feel it coming, humming in the way you move. Push the reset button. We're becoming something new. Say you got somebody. I'll say I got someone too. Even if it's handcuffed, I'm leaving here with you. Bygones will be bygone. Eras fading into gray. We broke all the pieces, but still want to play the game. Told my friends I hate you, but I love you just the same. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poison either way. She said, I'm leaving this place with you. One way or fucking another. That is a genius bridge. I fucking love that shit.
Even here with you. Bygones will be bygone, eras fading into vain. All the pieces, but still wanna play the game.
I mean,
I hate you, but I love you just the same. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poison either way. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't
That is boyfriend Taylor right there.
decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna curse
Yep.
you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back.
Dude, that jumped to my top 5 on this whole album so far. Like out of all of it. That and Down Bad are probably my top 2. Dude, I fucking love that shit. That, for what reason she had to hit me with that. See, I like the unhinged Taylor bops more than the sad bops. The whole album's good. I think my full-on review so far is this is one of my top 3 Taylor albums. But I do like the messy, unhinged Taylor telling him or us the fuck off songs more than I like the slow, like the Black Dog or So Long London. You know, I like the messy shit. That's what I want. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I love that shit. Next question. I want to listen to that over and over and over again, and it definitely was a glitch in the beginning. So, I'm gonna get you back. Genius. All right, the next song is The Albatross, and this is an Aaron Dessner song, everyone. Everyone, are you ready? This is an Aaron Dessner song. Get ready. Nobody move. Everybody calm down. The Albatross. Oh, wow.
Wise men once said,
I heard the synths and I was like, Jack? And then the acoustic came in. I was like, Aaron. Okay.
wild winds are death to the candle, rose by any other name is a scandal. Cross your thoughtless heart, only liquor anoints you.
I love that synth that's like following the melody in the background. Do you guys hear that?
Cross your thoughtless heart, only liquor anoints you. She's the albatross, she is here to destroy you. Wise men once said, one bad seed kills the garden, one less temptress, one less dagger to sharpen, locked me.
It blows my mind how she can write, the same person wrote I'm Gonna Get You Back and the Albatross. That is insane to me. And so this is co-written by Aaron and Taylor. And then Want to Get You Back is co-written by Jack and Taylor. So like you can see Jack and Aaron's influence on the writing, not just the production. But that's insane to me. That's insane. And it like works on the same album.
Up in towers, but I'd visit in your dreams, and they tried to warn you about me.
Oh, they did. Oh, bridge time. They did.
Hackles, you couldn't conceive it. You were sleeping soundly when they dragged you from your bed, and I tried to warn you about them.
Okay, so like that third verse really pulls the concept of this song together. Like, so her whole life, people have warned everybody about how Taylor's a harlot. Taylor's, you know, a rose by any other name. She's scandalous. She's a bad seed. She's a temptress. She's this. She's that. You know, you're in danger if you get close to her. And then the third verse is the people who believed that, they were the ones dragged from bed. And Taylor was the one who was actually a victim to them the entire time, who was trying to warn everyone that she was a victim of this shaming, this slander. Yeah.
So I crossed my thoughtless heart, spread my wings like a parachute.
And then even there in the chorus, I spread, okay, so usually it's cross your thoughtless heart, only liquor anoints you. So I cross my thoughtless heart, spread my wings like a parachute, not liquor anoints you. So it's like, I'm here to catch you though and rescue you, even though you didn't heed my warnings.
Albatross, I swept in at the rescue. The devil that you know looks now more like an angel.
See, that to me is almost kind of like the level of honesty that Antihero is. That's like she knows what everybody's saying, but like begging this person to accept her and take the chance anyway. And even when they don't, she'll be there in the rescue to show that she's still not what they painted her to be. That was a good one. I think my favorite vibe is still the synth heavy bop tracks, which is surprising for me because usually I'm like digging the Aaron Dessner stuff more. But so far on this, it's I'm Gonna Get You Back, the Black Dog, and the Albatross is my ranking. So the next one is Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. Is this about what this woman wanted to name her potential children? I don't know. Like what I don't, maybe because I'm not as sad lately, maybe because I'm now medicated. Chloe and go, don't say, oh, this one. That's concerning. Don't say, oh, this one, ... Well, no. Well, then who? This one breaks my heart. It's a hard listen. Well, fuck me. Okay. Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. All right.
Your hologram stumbled into my apartment, hands in the hair of somebody in darkness, named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus, and I just watched it happen as the decade would play us for fools. And you saw my bones out with somebody new who seemed like he would have bullied you in school, and you just watched it happen. If you wanna break my cold, cold heart, just say I loved you the way that you were. If you wanna tear my world apart, just say you've always wondered. You said some things that I can't unabsorb. You turned.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'm having to pull up the lyrics for this one. Your hologram stumbled in my apartment. So like she's like visualizing what's happening essentially. Hands in the hair of somebody in darkness. They're like having sexy time together, named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. Those are very clearly either typically girl names or boy names in our societal like binary gender situation. I watched it happen. The decade would play us for fools. You saw my bones out with somebody new. Okay, and so she's saying I'm watching your hologram stumble into an apartment with somebody. It doesn't matter who they are, but like it's just somebody. You saw my bones, but it's really just a caricature of who I used to be before you with somebody new, and he would have bullied you in school, and you just watched it happen. And that is very much reminding me of somebody that she's dating currently. So
Me into an idea of sorts. You needed me, but you needed drugs more.
Oh, shit.
Watch it happen. I changed into goddesses, villains and fools. Changed plans and lovers and outfits and rules. All to outrun my desertion of you. And you just watched it.
I love this repetitive, you just watched it. Maybe him making out with girls and boys on stage. Oh, like how Maddie has that little shtick where he pulls people up and kisses them. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes it clear. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, what their gender is. It's what, like, it doesn't matter what their name is. It doesn't matter who they are. Like, here are just some people, and I'm seeing you with them because you don't care. But it's just person after person after person. But you see me with one person who would have bullied me in school. Insert a big hefty football player, you know.
If you wanna break my cold, cold heart, just say I loved you the way that you were. If you wanna tear my world apart, just say you've always wondered. If the glint in my eye trace the depths of your side.
Oh, we're to bridge.
In time, back to the moment I crashed into you, like so many wrecks do. Too impaired by my youth to know what to do. So if I sell my apartment and you have some kids with an internet starlet, will that make your memory fade from this scarlet maroon? Like it
Not Scarlet Maroon. Not Scarlet Maroon.
never happened. Could it be enough to just float in your orbit? Can we watch our phantoms like watching wild horses? Cooler in theory, but not if you force it to be. It just didn't happen. So if you wanna break my cold, cold heart, say you loved me.
Oh my gosh, and as it goes, right? So the first I think the second chorus is, if you want to break my cold, cold heart, just say I loved you the way that you were. And now we're to the point, so if you want to break my cold, cold heart, just say you loved me. And that's it. Like, not as you were, just say that you loved me. Yeah.
And if you wanna tear my world apart, say you'll always wonder. 'Cause I wonder, will I always wonder?
To me, like, this feels like she probably wrote this at a period where he could have come back and she would have considered it. Like, it was at a point, maybe she was dating somebody new. It was very early on, but she was still saying, if you want to tear my world apart, all you'd have to do is call me up or text me and say that you loved me, and you'll always wonder. And then that would have rocked her whole world, and her journey of healing and growth wouldn't have been on the same trajectory. Yeah. But at the same time, it's got this weird feeling of acceptance. Like, this is the first time she's considered moving on, actually, in a real way, like what this new normal is. But at the same time, that sadness of like, but only if he doesn't come back, you know? You know what I mean? Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. I love the name of that. I love that. This next one is the second track 5. Okay, so how did it end is the second track 5. Well, that's terrifying. I don't want to do that. This is how did it end. Nar.
We hereby conduct this post-mortem. He was a hot house.
Yeah, oh yeah, like, here's the piano, immediately scared. Yes, and now I've heard the words post-mortem, so yeah, I'm terrified.
We hereby conduct this post-mortem. He was a hothouse flower to my outdoorsman. Our maladies were such we could not cure them. And so a touch that was my birthright became foreign. Come one, come all, it's happening again. The empathetic
What an interesting chord progression in this chorus.
hunger descends. We'll tell no one except all of our friends. We must know. How did it end?
Oh, damn. So this is like, come on, come on, it's happening again. The empathetic hunger descends. Everybody's like, oh, we feel so bad for her, but how did it end? But tell us. Everybody wants to know. The news, the fans, everybody wants to just know how it all went down. But in reality, yeah. So maybe this answers the question. Maybe this is just being passive aggressive to the question. Maybe it's, yeah.
Guess who we ran into at the shops, walking in circles like she was lost. Didn't you hear? They called it all off. One gasp and then how did it end?
Yeah. I have a feeling this is going to be devastating. A fearful buildup.
Say it once again with feeling how the death rattle breathing silenced as the soul was leaving. The deflation of our dreaming, leaving me bereft and reeling. My beloved ghost and me, sitting in a tree. D-Y-I-N-G. It's
Oh, like sitting in a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G, except fucking dying. Oh.
happening again. How did it end? I can't pretend like I understand. How did it end? Come one, come all, it's happening again. The empathetic hunger descends. We'll tell no one except all of our friends, but I still don't know. How did it end?
And so she writes this whole song about how everybody wants to know what the fuck happened. And in reality, she doesn't even know what the fuck happened. She doesn't even know how it all went down. That's a rough one. Like, while everybody's screaming for the answer to the question, she's not even been able to process it herself. The next one makes it better. That's good. That and the manuscript, but we haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, she doesn't even know how to end, but she never tells us because she doesn't even get it. Yeah. Okay. The next one is allegedly going to make that better. It is called... The next one is crazy. Get ready. Okay, if Jonathan's saying that shit, then it's crazy. This is called So High School. Okay, that sounded like... Dun, 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 dun. Wait, how did it go in the movies? You remember the DreamWorks? Is it DreamWorks? Were those the beginning of the... You know the old VHS films? How you would pop it in and like... Dun, dun. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? The intro screen. I can't think of like what Disney. Maybe it was Disney. Don't block this video, Disney. That's what it makes me think of. You get what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Yes. Yeah, I can't show it because it will definitely get blocked then. But yes, the castle, the blue, picture blue castle. Dun, 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 dun. You're welcome, Smitty.
So high school, every time I look at you.
Like the beginning of a Disney Channel like movie, like teen flick. That's what it's giving. So I feel so high school every time I look at you. It's you and fucking Phil. I am that in love. Yeah, old Disney. And she's like subtly referencing Disney movies, right? Like Sweet 16, wasn't it Wrinkle in Time and Sweet 16? Aren't those Disney movies? Like, isn't this chorus like a reference to some Disney movies? Am I wrong?
Watching American Pie with you on a Saturday night.
American Pie, Saturday Night Lights.
Friends are around, so be quiet. I'm trying to stifle my sighs 'cause I feel so high school every time.
My friends are around, so be quiet. Oh my god, I just got that. Friday Night Lights, not Saturday Night Lights. I never watched it.
I look at you, but look at you. I'm betting on all three.
Oh.
For us two. But my partner isn't that sweet. They pull me to the backseat. No one's ever had me, not like you. Truth, dare, spin bottles. You know how to ball. I know Aristotle. Brand new, full throttle. Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto. It's true, swear, scouts, honor.
Not the touch me. I just had to pull up the lyrics on this bridge. Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto just ended my life. I love that.
She wanted and boy, you got her. Brand new, full throttle. You already know, babe. I feel like laughing in the middle.
You know how to ball. I know Aristotle. You're kidding me. Are you kidding me? How does it go again? Guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me.
Of practice to that impression you did of your dad again. I'm hearing voices like a madman, and in the blink of a crinkle and I am sinking our fingers entwined. Your friends are around, so be quiet. I'm trying to stay on my side 'cause
I just like every time I hear that, it like settles in more.
high school every time I look at you.
has been like watching a Disney Channel high school rom-com. We've all been done saying that. And she'd do, ew. Babe, that's how in love I am with you. I love you, say it back. I hate love, I know. That's how in love I am. It's disgusting. Here's a cat. No, you're not gonna drink the coffee. What if we didn't? Oh my god, the alchemy of that second. Yes, it's like alchemy to so high school. It's that's so cute. It really is us. Y'all, it really is like I've never tried to explain this to Phil. I guess maybe I have tried to explain it, but like you can, I guess before Phil, I always wondered how Taylor could write these albums about people like that put her through heartbreak, and that like she could reflect on past loves, and then like how her new partner would feel about it, you know, or like how she could write it but then like be completely devoted to like who she's with now. And I'm not saying anything bad about Taylor. I'm just like, it was just a curiosity of mine, but I get it now. Like I can write about like past relationships and like heartbreak and love and all of that, but it's like a different chapter of my life. It's not even, it's like a different person. It's like a different universe. And then there's me and Phil. And that's like, I can write the gross love songs, but I can write breakup songs about these past lives that I live, but I don't feel them anymore. They're almost like, yeah, like I process it, but it's like, it's not with like any missing or anything like that. So I'm sure that's how like Taylor feels, is like, she's like processing it and she shows him these songs, but in reality, she's like giddy and in high school. That's so cute. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I'm not very good at verbally processing. I have several gross happy love songs about us. I just have to record it. Hints to Travis because she goes into so high school on eras. Interesting. Interesting. And now my dad, like the part where it's like, and now my dad loves him. That part. Interesting. So that's like the whole like, maybe but daddy I love him is just the entire like journey of it all, of her love life over the past 2-ish years, 3-ish years. Babe, I've got a lot of gross love songs. I've just not had time to record them yet, you know? I've got them. Cannonball's about you. Okay, my nose ring is being difficult. Hold on. And Amanda is a cynical woman. Okay, this song is called I Hate It Here. It feels like this is gonna be not as fun as the last one. Oh, is that Aaron?
Quick, tell me something awful.
Aaron.
Like you are a poet trapped inside the body of a finance guy. Tell me all.
Quick, tell me something awful. Like you are a poet trapped inside the body of a finance guy. What a fucking dig. Oh, what a dig. I hate it here.
Your secrets, all you'll ever be is my eternal consolation prize.
Oh.
You see, I was a debutante. I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind.
Okay.
People need a key to get to. The only one is mine. I read about it in a book when I was a precocious child. No mid-sized city hopes and small town fears. I'm there most of the year 'cause I hate it here. I hate it here. My friends used to play a game where we would pick
Okay, we're picking up a little bit.
we wish we could live in instead of this. I'd say the 1830s, but without all the racists and getting married off for the highest bid. Everyone
Fair.
would look
This is fair.
down, 'cause it wasn't fun now. Seems like it was never even fun back then. Nostalgia is a mind's trick. If I'd been there, I'd hate it. It was freezing in the palace. I hate it here, so
I love that. Even if I was there in a castle, I would hate it because it was so cold in the fucking palace. Like, and also there were like racists and married off to the highest bids in the 1830s. So yeah, and then it wasn't fun anymore.
go to
No.
lunar valleys in my mind. I'm lonely, but I'm good. I'm bitter, but I swear I'm fine. I save all my
I love how she sang that. I'm bitter, but I swear I'm fine.
I'm bitter, but I swear I'm fine. I save all my romanticism for my inner life, and I'll get lost on purpose. purpose. This place made me feel worthless. Lucid dreams like electricity. The current flies through me, and in my fantasies I rise above it. And way up there, I actually love it. I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. The only one is mine. I read about it in a book when I was a precocious child.
To me, it like the line, I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. It kind of reminds me of the lakes, take me to the lakes where all the poets went to die. I don't belong here. And like always just thinking somewhere else in another time, like another place in another time is always going to be better and more romanticized. But then in reality, when you get put in that place in that time, you would hate it too. And there are obviously faults with those things as well.
Mid-sized city hopes and small town fears. I'm there most of the year 'cause I hate it here.
Yeah, I think the song as a whole too, especially with all the imagery and the references to poets, is also if you get so depressed, you can escape somewhere to your own words as well. Yep, that song is one of her songs that's most inspired by the Romantic literary period too. You mean The Lakes, referencing Wordsworth. Okay. This feels like the sister to The Lakes, or maybe a brother, The Body of a Finance Guy. So like, I would say like The Lakes isn't one of my most, I like The Lakes a lot, but it's not one of my most favorite songs, but it's because I like heartbreak. I like romantic heartbreak songs, you know? And The Lakes, I guess it's beautiful, and like this one, it's beautiful, but I just don't relate to it as much, I guess. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. I think the most important part is not that she's secluding in her mind, but into the nature in her mind. 1930s, in my opinion, was deliberate reference to the transcendentalism in the Romantic period. So she's like transporting herself to the time in which all the poetry she's reading is based in, you know, right? Maybe I'm not smart enough for this song. I don't think I'm smart enough for this song. I think that's the issue. All right. Thank you, aIMee. You know, this is twice now that Taylor has kind of made a reference to a Britney Spears song. Britney had the song like Lucky, right? And then Taylor wrote the Lucky one, which was kind of about the same concept and using the same wording, you know, based on the Britney song. And Britney had If You Seek aIMee, but it really spelled out like fuck. So they would say it on the radios. And now this one is Thank You, aIMee, but it's hidden Kim in the title of it. If you CK me, it was fuck me, is what the Britney song wanted people to say. So, okay. This is Thank You, aIMee, aka... Oh, that was not the vibe that I thought that we were going to get. Interesting.
When I picture my hometown, there's a bronze spray tan statue of you, and a plaque underneath it that threatens to push me down the stairs at our school. And it was always the same searing pain. But I dreamed that one day I could say, all that time you were throwing punches, I was building.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I can't forgive the way you made me feel. Screamed fuck you, aIMee, to the night sky as the blood was gushing. But I can't forget the way you made me heal.
Yeah, If You Seek aIMee, and it's just the reference to the Britney song where it was actually and then also there's so many layers to that. Oh my god.
And it wasn't a fair fight or a clean kill each time that aIMee stomped across my grave. All that time you
I mean, it's a bop.
I was building something.
it feels good. It sits so good.
Show you it was real. Scream, fuck you, aIMee, to the night sky as the blood was gushing. But I can't forget the way you made me heal. Everyone knows that my mother is a saintly
Yes, she is.
but she used to say she wished that she were dead. I push each boulder up the hill. Your words are still just ringing in my head, ringing in my head. I wrote 1,000 songs that you find uncool. I built a legacy which you can't undo. But when I count the stars,
I'm gonna need 3 days to get over that. She is a saintly woman. I can't. Oh yes. Okay, where are we? Run it back a little bit. Run it back.
I built a legacy.
Built a
which
legacy.
You can't undo.
She can't undo it.
But when I count the scars, there's a moment of truth that there wouldn't be this if there hadn't been you.
Oh, that's really nice of her. Okay.
And maybe you've reframed it, and in your mind you never beat my spirit black and blue.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't think you've changed much.
I definitely think still pictures herself as like a victim in all of that, for sure.
And so I changed your name and any real defining clues. And one day, your kid comes home singing a song that only us two is gonna know is about you. 'Cause all that time you were throwing punches, it was all for nothing. And our town, it looks so small from way up here. Screams thank you, aIMee, to the night sky, and the stars are stunning. 'Cause I can't forget the way you made me heal. Everyone knows that my mother is a saintly woman, but she used to say she wished that she were dead. So I pushed each boulder up that hill. Your words were still just ringing in my head, ringing in my head.
I feel like in my 2 days of listening to this fucking album, there's like a lyric like that in every fucking song, just like some unhinged crazy shit, and it just moves on, and I'm still here like no, like we needed like a guitar solo, like we needed like a synth breakdown. I needed something to process that. This bitch really said, so I'll change your name and any real defining clues, and your kid will come home singing this shit one day, but you and I'll know it's about you. Something like that. The shit's gonna play on the radio, and imagine one of her daughters coming home one day and being like, oh, I mean, it's a genius, truly.
Thank you, aIMee. Thank you, aIMee.
I mean, really, truly, the new name of Tortured Poets Department is Unhinged Crazy Ass Shit. That's wild. Oh, that was so good. Mean walked, so thank you, aIMee could run. It truly did. It truly did. Oh gosh, wait until like North is of the age where she's like, Mommy, why do you and Taylor Swift hate each other? And then Kim has to like somehow say those words. Like what are you even gonna say? One time your dad wrote a song where he said that he would still have sex with Taylor and that he made her famous, and he called her a bitch. And we called her and recorded the phone call and only told her about a tiny portion of the song, and it was very clear that she was uncomfortable with it and just agreeing because of the history with your daddy and Taylor. And then your daddy released the song anyway, and oh, by the way, he made a naked wax mannequin of Taylor and put it in a king-size bed next to him and Mommy. And then Taylor came out and said, hey, she didn't clear all of that. And then we released the recorded phone call where we framed Taylor for actually approving the entire song when we know that she had only approved the and I guess Taylor and I, we still might have sex. And then Taylor got canceled for a year. Nobody saw her for a year. We ruined her career. And that's why Taylor and Mommy hate each other. How else are you going to spin it? Yeah, no, this whole album is definitely an honest processing album. No, I feel like North already says, well, the most famous person in the world hates you when she's mad as Skye. That's the worst part. Yeah, like a naked wax figure of Taylor. I think that is the worst part of it. North is shady. I love it. All right. The next song is I Look in People's Windows, which is interesting. Oh, yeah. If you didn't know about the wax figure part, in the music video, there's a naked wax figure of Taylor Swift or mannequin or whatever. And it's Kanye in the middle, Kim here, and Taylor here. And they're all naked. But you can, like, Taylor's mannequin is very naked. Like, you can see. And nowhere in the phone call did they clear that shit. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a lawsuit. Yeah, and it's full of celebrities, but it's Taylor's right beside him. And after the whole everything, that's like super fucked up. It's Taylor and I still might have sex. I made that bitch famous with a naked mannequin. It's pretty fucked. Yeah, it's pretty fucked. Yeah, and so somehow, and then Kim released the phone call, and all people heard was her hearing about Taylor and I still might have sex, and Taylor like very scared or like frightenedly laughing, and it's all, I mean, it was fucking awful. It was absolutely awful. I would highly suggest, one of my good friends, name is John Reeves, and he is also a YouTuber, and he reacted to Miss Americana. You should go look him up. His name is John Reeves Live on YouTube. And if you don't watch him, you should be watching him. And he is currently on his Taylor Swift journey. He was like a metalhead he's turning Taylor Swiftie. And he watched Miss Americana not long ago. And he is one of my favorite people on this planet. Hopefully I get to steal him and he's coming to my house when he gets back from Tokyo in a couple weeks. Phil and I love him so much, and he is turning into such a Swiftie now. And in Miss Americana, you get to like see him live, find out all of this shit that happened. Like, he didn't even know how bad the Kanye shit was. And it's like, it's so refreshing to see somebody who's like, just didn't know one way or another and was like, wait, that was fucked up. So go watch John Reeves and all of his Taylor content. You'll love it. 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 He did a Fortnite reaction on his YouTube. Yeah, when the truth comes out, it's always quiet. Ain't that the fucking truth? I Look in People's Windows. Here we go. Okay. This is so Aaron Dessner. Patrick Berger. Who is that?
I had died the tiniest.
Hold on. Who's Patrick Berger? Patrick Berger is a writer. Oh, he wrote on Slut. He wrote some for Bleacher stuff. Wrote for Charlie XCX. Wrote with Lana. Icona Pop. Okay, so he's like in Jack's friend group. Okay, so this is written by Jack Antonoff, Patrick Berger, and Taylor Swift, and produced by the same. So this is not an Aaron Dessner song. Interesting.
I spied the catch in your breath. Out, 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 out.
It's a very Lana.
Taken by the wind, blowing. I'm afflicted by the not knowing. So I look in people's windows. Gems fixed by rose golden glows. They have their friends over to drink nice wine.
I want some nice wine.
I look in people's windows in case you're at their table. What if your eyes looked up and met mine one more time? Only so I look in people's windows like I'm some deranged weirdo.
The only person on the planet who could fit deranged weirdo as beautiful lyrics in a song.
I attend Christmas parties from outside. I look in people's windows in case you're at their table. What if your eyes looked up and met mine one more time?
Oh, that's it. It's like 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That feels very much like a transition track almost for her, because like the rest of the They're all over, like the Albatross is 3 minutes, but the rest of them are over 3.5 minutes, except for this one, which is 2 minutes and 11 seconds. So I like the idea of like picturing her walking around in the snow in New York, and she just like looks in the windows to see if like this person's attended a social media, or I mean social media. I read Jonathan's comment, a Christmas party, and Jonathan said this is about her social media stalking. Interesting. It's bringing the visual of like walking around New York. It's snowing. You look in that window. Oh, there's so and so at that Christmas party. You walk in the next one. Oh, so and so at this. But like this one. So y'all are saying we think this is about social media. I spied the catch in your breath. Out northbound. So the I look in people's windows is like I am Taylorking, and I do. Does it feel all right to not know me? I'm addicted to the if only. This is an intriguing song to me. Yeah, I don't know. That's intriguing to me. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts in the comments about that one. I think I'm going to have to go back and listen to this one a couple times. I don't know why this one's like got me hung up so much, but it does. Next. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs left in the whole album. And I'm going to have to do, I need to do like a whole other like debrief video on my ranking and like all the, this is too much to process. I need to listen to it in the dark with a glass of wine tonight, like after we get off stream. So interesting. Okay. This one is The Prophecy. And Lily just says, quote, I just have to remind myself that she's happy now when I listen to The Prophecy. And well, I don't love that. So I don't. The Prophecy. Is this an Aaron Dessner song? This is Aaron Dessner and Taylor.
Hand on the throttle, thought I caught lightning in a bottle. Oh, but it's gone again. And it was written, I got cursed like Eve got bitten. Oh, was it punishment? Pat around when I get home. I guess a lesser woman would have lost hope. A greater woman wouldn't beg. But I looked to the sky and said, please, I've been on my knees.
I love that melody.
Prophecy, don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Let it once be me. Who do I have to speak to about if they can redo the prophecy?
Oh my God, I just like visualized her like picking up the phone. And which is like also if you're younger than like 20, you pick up the phone like this, but if you're older than 20, you pick up the phone like this. I just imagine her picking up the phone, like this corded phone, and being like, hi, can I speak to like God's manager or the universe's manager or something, and just like figure out how we can change the prophecy that I'm alone forever. Thanks. I love that. I love that imagery.
Cards on the table, mine play out like fools in a fable. Oh, it was sinking in.
Okay. Also, I love tarot. I'm a witchy bitch. All right. I'm like woo adjacent. Okay. In my beliefs, the Fool is a tarot card. So when she says cards on the table, mine play out like fools in a fable or whatever she said. When you pick up the Fool card, the Fool means like somebody who's really naive, who's going on this journey, who sure there's hope in the future, but the Fool is like what it sounds like. Somebody who's young, inexperienced, naive, doesn't really know what's going on, kind of impulsive, very, very whimsical, but there's no set, like, this is what's going to happen. And it plays out like fools in a fable. To me, it's like, she's like referencing a tarot card kind of illusion there. Allusion, Allusion, not illusion.
Sinking in, oh. Slow is the quicksand, poison blood from the wound of the pricked hand. Oh, still I dream of him. Please, I've been on my knees.
That chorus melody is laced with something, dude. That shit is so good.
I've been on my knees, change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Let it once be me.
Oh, picking up. Hear the drum.
I have to speak to about if they can redo the prophecy. And I sound like an infant, feeling like the very last drops of an ink pen.
This bitch just rhymed infant and ink pen. I just want to take a moment to think about that.
Spending my last coin so someone will tell me it'll be okay.
Oh, okay. That feels joyful. That feels lighter.
Please, I've been on my knees, change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Let it once be me. Who do I have to speak to about if they can redo the prophecy? Who do I have to speak to change the prophecy? Hand on the throttle, thought I caught lightning in a bottle.
So the thought I caught lightning in a bottle is like, I thought I had it this one time. Like, I thought this person was finally the person who wanted my company, who I was going to stay with, and it's gone. It disappeared.
But it's gone again. Pat around when I get home. I guess a lesser woman would have lost her. A greater woman would say, but I looked to the sky and said,
Damn. That's so interesting because historically in literature, the fool was often referenced as a wise person who could even criticize kings and society. Well, it's like not like in tarot, it's not literally like a fool. It's just somebody who's like naive and hopeful and fleeting, impulsive. And you get the Fool card, and it means kind of like the beginning of a journey. The sun is shining. Usually in the traditional picture of a Fool card, it's you have the Fool, he's very happy, there's a little dog there, the sun is shining, and it's just like dawn of a new day, like it's coming. But there's no telling you how it's going to turn out, you know? It's just hopefulness, but no promise, if that makes sense. Or at least that's how I always interpret it. But you need to be careful. Yes, that's right, because the Fool can tend to be naive and careless and impulsive. I think that chorus melody is laced. That's so good. I'm going to be thinking about that for 2 weeks. Like, please, I've been on my knees. It's so good. And we do have to remember, like, she's got somebody who wants her company now. But this song came from a very, like, dark place of, it must be just in the cards that for me to have all of this success and the career I wanted and the money and the fame, that I can't have somebody. And obviously we know that's not true, but you know, what a terrible fucking feeling that if you get one, you're cursed to just barely miss the other one for the rest of your life. So the sad little bit at the end, just the please, I know. But she did. Someone listened and changed the prophecy. She did manifest that shit. She said, I can't be alone for fucking ever. I'm scared of Cassandra. What is the deal with Cassandra? We'll see how she says it. Cassandra, here we go.
I was in my new house placing daydreams. Patching up the crack along the wall. I pass it and lose track of what I'm saying.
Oh, Greek mythology,
That's
okay.
where I was when I got the call. When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets, there's a raging riot.
Is Cassandra the one? No. Is Cassandra the one who could see the future and like she was Yes. Okay, I know it. I did it. I get it. Okay, I knew that. Did you see me knowing that? Did you see that? Did you see me knowing a thing? Right, so Cassandra could see the future. The burn, bitch, burn, I'm assuming she was burned at the stake like a witch because she could see the future, and we burned every woman who could do anything for being a witch. Okay, so we never believed, so she could see the future, but we never believed when she warned us about the future, but we burned her for seeing the future. That makes sense, right? Yeah, that checks out. Okay, and already she said, when the first stones...
When it's burned, the bitch, they're shrieking.
Yeah, okay. So I've got the lyrics up here. I was in my new house placing daydreams, patching up the crack along the wall. I pass it and lose track of what I'm saying because that's where I was when I got the call. And y'all are telling me this is about the... and so I can only assume we're talking about that call. That call. And then I saw before she sang it, when it's burned the bitch, they're shrieking. Yeah, okay, so they burned Cassandra. Cassandra saw the future. She knew it was going to be bad news, and they still burned her anyway, even though she warned them. Okay.
I was in my new house placing daydreams, patching up the crack along the wall. I pass it and
patching up the crack along the wall. New house placing daydreams. She thought that she had this newfound friendship in them, that they had mended it, that they patched the crack up, and then the fucking call happens.
Track of what I'm saying, 'cause that's where I was when I got the call. When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets, there's a raging riot. When it's burned, the bitch, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, it's quiet.
When the truth comes out, it's
So
quiet.
they killed Cassandra first, 'cause she feared the worst and tried to tell the town. So they filled my cell with snakes, I regret to say. Do you believe me now?
Damn.
I was in my tower weaving nightmares.
Also, I think the stones are a reference to the original Greek story. Well, I know back in the day, they would stone people to death. They would just throw stones at you until you fucking died. So when the people say first stones throw, that's what they're referring to, is stoning someone to death. And so she's saying, when the first stones throw, they're screaming in the streets. There's a raging riot. When it's burned the bitch, everyone's shrieking, but when the truth comes out, it's quiet. Fuck me, dude. That's wild. So they killed Cassandra first, fear the worst, tried to tell him, and now I'm saying told you so.
Twisting all my smiles into snarls. They say what doesn't kill you makes you aware. What happens if it becomes who you are? So they killed Cassandra first, 'cause she feared the worst and tried to tell the town. So they set my life in flames, I regret to say. Do you believe me now?
I am so scared of bridges on this album.
They knew the whole time that I was onto something. The family, the pure greed, the Christian chorus line. They all said nothing. Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll.
Ooh!
That they never spit a prayer for my soul.
Nope,
You can
they
mark
didn't.
my words that I said it first. In a morning warning, no one heard.
Oh, damn. She said, oh.
I patched up the crack.
Hold on. What was that line? Hold on. Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll. Crazy. Oh, God.
Along the wall, I pass it and lose track of what I'm saying. 'Cause that's where I was when I lost
Ended.
it all.
Nothing like a payroll.
You can mark my words that I said it first. In a morning warning, no one heard.
Damn.
No one heard. Not a single word. there's a raging riot. When it's burn the bitch, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, it's quiet.
Yep.
It's so quiet.
I mean, I get the reference, but I also feel like it's a double meaning situation of her losing her masters. I think that makes sense. Like, because I think it makes sense, at least in terms of what's the line that I love? Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll. Scott Bruschetta was like her kin at that point. They were family at that point, and he still took the pay over doing what was right for his friend and damn near family at that point in time. Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll. So I think that's the line that makes me think, okay, that's the double. That's the shot at like everybody involved with everything, the masters and the situation. That's wild. I mean, yeah. So yeah, no matter what, she was wrong. Like if she saw the future, she was fucked. She didn't see the future, she was fucked. There's a lot of names in this album. The next one is called Peter. Sad songs, sad songs, sad. Just to note, this was written only by Taylor Swift.
Give me Peter, my lost fearless leader, in closets like cedar, preserved from when we were just kids. Is it something I did? The goddess of timing once found us beguiling. She said she was trying. Peter, was she lying? My ribs get the feeling she did. And I didn't want to come.
Oh my gosh. Amanda was like, Peter is Maisie's Wendy's big sister. This is like Peter Pan, but my ex-evangelical traumatized Christian ass, it was like, Peter, you mean like from the Bible? No, it's like Peter fucking Pan, Alex. Peter fucking
down. I thought it was just goodbye for now. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises, oceans deep, but never to keep. Never to keep.
So like when we were kids, we made these promises that we would find each other again. But obviously, like we all know as you grow up, but oh, you said you were going to grow up, but Peter Pan never grows up. So yeah, so you said you were going to grow up and find me, but you never grew up, but I kept growing.
And I didn't want to hang around. We said it was just goodbye for now. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come.
Willow. Is it like food time or something? That's what's wrong. Hold on. Let them OUT. Hold on. You're just making editing for me, Willow. Hold on. I love watching how your dog reacts to the song in their cute canine voice. Squeaky toy. Willow would be one of the Lost Boys for sure. You know, all these promises. Oh yeah, no, I think this one is like when you said it, you meant it. You said you were gonna grow up, that you were gonna come find me. Like you said you were gonna keep up with me almost, and you meant all of those promises, but it was just you couldn't. You were like Peter, like in the story of Peter Pan literally could not grow up. Like, and so she's saying the same thing. Like Peter Pan might have meant it, but yeah, I agree. You should stand Willow. Willow should be protected at all costs. Willow's a gem. Willow is a lost boy. Hate them. I just need to find myself. I need to grow up. Yeah. Willow. Oh, just Willow. Let me change my battery while this ad break is going on. Hold on. Are y'all proud of me? Ash, don't drink the coffee. It didn't die that time. I charged it. If you get vertigo easily, don't look. Proactive. I did it. I know. Yeah, I have 2 black cats and 1 white and orange cat. And they're in here telling me it's food time, but they can wait 3 more songs. Okay, Peter. I agree. Like, Wonderland, this one is just like, I don't want to connect it to any of them. This is just Peter. This is like in the same place as like 7 for me. You know what I mean?
Find me, said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises, oceans deep, but never to keep. Never to keep. That I waited, but I let the lamp burn as the men masqueraded. I hoped you'd return with your feet on the ground. Tell me all that you've learned, 'cause love's never lost when perspective is earned. And you said you'd come and get me, but you were 25 and the shelf life of those fantasies has expired. Lost to the lost boys chapter of your life. Forgive me, Peter, please know that I tried to hold on to the days when you were mine. But the woman who sits by the window has turned out the light.
Damn. Couldn't wait anymore.
You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up.
Something about that chorus just being so simplistic and like repetitive it makes it hurt so much more. You said you were gonna grow up and come find me. You said it like over and over again. Like it's like she's like rocking herself in a corner. Like, he said he was gonna grow up and he was gonna come. He said he was gonna come back. He said he was gonna come back. And then at the end, it's like acceptance. Like, he promised it, but it was never gonna come. Fuck.
You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises, oceans deep, but never to keep.
For why? That one also seems like a sad, nostalgic, but acceptance song. That feels like okay, I've come around and like, damn, it hurts, but like, I've come to the point of like, this is me moving on. So, I mean, they all hurt. That's the thing. They're all sad. None of it's fun. The first half of the Tortured Poets department is mad as fucking hell. Like, woman's rage. Scorned woman, rageful, pissed as hell. The second half is the sad, calm acceptance, moving on, looking back, and the more vulnerable side. Like, the first one is like, I have my shit together, and sure, I was down bad, and yeah, I kind of want to fucking die, but like, I cry a lot and I'm so productive. It's a fucking art. Like, I'm miserable, but like, whatever. Haha. And the second half of the album is the vulnerable, sad, like, actually, this is the side of me that you get when I'm alone in my house at my piano. Yeah. You have Female Rage the musical, and then you have Rain on the Window, Cry Time at my piano. It just hurts. It just hurts. Okay, next up is The Bolter.
By all accounts, she almost drowned when she was
Love
6
this.
in frigid water.
Oh, shit. Oh, just...
And I can confirm she made a curious child, ever reviled by everyone except her own father. With a quite bewitching face, splendidly selfish, charmingly helpless, excellent fun till you get to know her. Then she runs like it's a race. Behind her back, her best mates laughed and they nicknamed her the Bolter. Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening.
I love the chorus.
Ended with the slam of a door, then he'll call her a whore. Wish he wouldn't be sore, but as she was leaving,
fuck
it felt
him.
like breathing. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes.
I'm mad.
It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive. He was a cat, wanted her bad, just like any good trophy hunter.
Strings.
The
strings.
Taming a bear, making him care, watching him jump, then pulling him under. And at first blush, this is fate. When it's all roses, portrait poses, Central Park Lake, and tiny rowboats.
So such a
What
swingy
charming
song.
Saturday. That's when she sees the littlest leaks down in the floorboards, and she just knows she must bolt.
This song is just so full of metaphors. Like any good trophy hunter, like she was something else just to put on his shrine and be like, I dated her, haha, look at me. There's leaks in the floorboards of the rowboat, you know, like, oh, the first red flags that you see in a relationship. There's so many like very clear, you don't need them analyzed or explained in metaphors, but they add so much to the song instead of just saying it. You know, I don't know. Like, what's the point of me being a reactor to this? It's just a great fucking song.
Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening. Ended with the slam of a door, then he'll call her a whore. Wish he wouldn't be sore, but as she
I'm like so mad over that fucking line. I cannot explain it to you.
was leaving, it felt like breathing. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes.
I love the all her fucking lives flash before her eyes. Bitch. Oh my god, hit the pause button. Like, she keeps coming back.
It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive. She's been many places with men of many faces.
I love that.
First they're off to the races, and she's laughing, drawing aces, but none of it is changing. That the chariot is waiting, hearts are hers for the breaking. There's escape in escaping. Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening. And then with the slam of a door, but she's got the best stories, you can be sure that she was leaving. It felt like freedom. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes.
My cats are catting. I don't know if you can hear them like skidding through the hallway, but that's what they're doing. They're catting.
It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive.
There's escape and escaping. I don't know. I was just thinking about that lyric. Like there's escape, like an escape. Like it feels nice in escaping. Like obviously the word escape is in escaping, but like there is an escape as in like the noun, as in like it feels nice. It's like a refuge. It's a fantasy when you escape from like when shit gets hard. Like cuz the whole song's like obviously the bolter is like relationships, a lot of relationships, you leave when shit gets hard, you know, obviously. But there's something like freeing about escaping, but it also makes you feel like that's your refuge. Like, oh yes, my escape. You know? Do you know what that does that make sense? Am I just babbling?
By all accounts, she
Yeah. dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that makes sense. Which, like, it was all, I don't know. It does sound like Yellow. Yeah, it does. It would have taken me forever. So I Crixano, it would have taken me forever. Okay, Robin is Aaron's son. Okay, so this is Robin. That was the longest yawn ever. It would have taken me a year to figure this out, that this is about like a little kid. But knowing that Robin is Aaron's son, like this all that verse makes sense. Like I can just picture the kid looking at the window being like, I'm an animal,
tied to levers, slowed down clocks, tethered, all this showmanship to keep it for you in sweetness. Way to go, tiger. Higher and higher, wilder and lighter for you.
This is cute. I'm sure like one day Never Grow Up and Robin will make me cry, like if and when I have human children of my own. Right now I can like recognize the cuteness, but like I'm sure one day I'll be like a sobbing mess, like while I have a 2-year-old who's like playing dress up and I'm like, just please don't, while playing Robin in the background. Not yet. I'm like tearing up a little bit. It's got me. Like, it's cute, but it's like, I think a lot about the children that I don't have because I very, very much want to be a mom, and I just don't know if that's ever in the cards for me. So like songs like this like get me in like a different way, you know? So like I cry and then I'm like,
covered in mud, you look ridiculous, and you have no idea.
He has no idea.
You have a favorite spot on the swing set. You have no room in your dreams for regrets.
Okay, I think after hearing that bridge, I would have realized that we were talking about a child. I don't know. I watched Winnie the Pooh when I was little, but I don't like, I wasn't old enough to like remember the story or like I don't actively like remember the cartoon or the books. So I probably wouldn't have made the like Christopher Robin connection. But I think I would have heard the bridge and been like, okay, this is about a kid, like who, like, but it would have been like a Ronan situation. I would have been like, who does she know? I don't know.
No idea. The time will arrive for the cruel and the mean. You learn to bounce back just like your trampoline, but now we'll curtail your curiosity. It's sweetness. Way to go, tiger.
Can you imagine just growing up and like just one day your mom and dad being like, yeah, Taylor Swift wrote a fucking song about you or for you or inspired by you, whatever it may be. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Higher and higher, wilder
That's cute. Jonathan said, I thought this song was about her cat for like a week. It's just going to be the thumbnail of this video is song about her cat? Question mark. Way to go, tiger. She wrote this whole thing about Benjamin. Benjamin just fucks. Benjamin has his own room and there's dragonflies above his bed. I love the idea of that. Great, I have the thumbnail. Like, what else do I have to do? Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, she would do this. I know. Do you remember, like, the Reputation? Like, are you a baby saber-toothed tiger? Like, we do that shit to our animals all the time. Like, are you Princess Meow Meow of Kitty Town? Amanda was like, I need it. Wait, I can make that thumbnail. I mean, like, you can always make the thumbnail. That's fine. She said, you're an animal. That's true. That's true. If you want to take it literally, this song is about her cat. I'm going to start the rumor now. All right. This is the last song of the album, the Manuscript. This will be the end of stream and the end of the YouTube channel after the song. I need a drink. Phil, if you're still listening, could I have some brand of alcohol, some kind of alcohol, please? I can't talk, but okay. This is the last song of the album, the total album, and will be the end of stream. And if you have not, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check us out on Twitch. It's Alex Ray Music on Twitch. And if you have not, please leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about this album. Give me your thoughts, what I missed, what am I just wrong about, you know. But do remember, at the end of the day, not one of us know what any one song is about. Nobody knows but Miss Taylor Swift herself. So don't say anything like it's gospel. Be nice in the comments. And we're all here because we love Taylor's music, first and foremost. And then come to Twitch. We have so much fun, right? As I'm done scolding you. All right, the Manuscript. Oh, I don't want it. Nope. I don't want it.
Now and then she rereads the manuscript of the entire torrid affair. They compared their licenses. He said, I'm not a donor, but I'd give you my heart if you needed it. She rolled her eyes and said, you're a professional. He said, no, just a good Samaritan. He said that if the sex was half as good as the conversation was, soon they'd be pushing strollers. But soon it was over.
I don't know, like, if that was supposed, not at Taylor, I don't know if that was supposed to give me the ick, but like, I don't know if the sex is half as good as the conversation, we'll be pushing strollers. Like, I don't know. I'm going on, but like, bitch slap somebody.
In the age of him, she wished she was 30 and made coffee every morning in a French press. Afterwards, she only ate kids' cereal and couldn't sleep unless it was in her mother's bed. Then she dated boys who were her own age.
Oh,
with dartboards on the backs of their doors. She thought about how he said, since she was so wise beyond her years, everything had been above board. She wasn't sure.
Oh no. Oh no. Just to note, this is written only by Taylor Swift.
And the years passed like scenes of a show know the professor said to write what you know, looking backwards might be the only way to move forward. Then the actors were hitting their marks, and the slow dance was alight with the sparks, and the tears fell in synchronicity with the score. And at last, she knew what the agony had been for.
Oh, that gave me chills. I have fucking chills. Oh, shit.
The only thing that's left is the manuscript.
Yeah.
One last souvenir from my trip to your shores. Now and then I reread
Why is this
the
one gonna-
manuscript, but the story isn't mine anymore.
Oh. I have full body chills. Damn. The way I am crying over the manuscript. Okay, let me get it together. I love that she's essentially saying, like, the manuscript of my life, which is all of the songs, all of the poetry that I have given you, all of the words I've given you. The agony was worth it. The pain was worth it. The breakups were worth it. The heartbreak was worth it. All of it was worth it, in that I can give you my music and that these stories can become yours. And she tells us this at the Eras Tour all the time, that she makes these songs about her life, and then when she gives it to us, they become our songs and they become about our life. And that's just beautiful. You know, I don't think this was like her goodbye to music. I think she made very clear at the Grammys that this is what she wants to do for the rest of her existence, and that she's never going to stop making art. But I think for this album, saying, like, this is now your story, you can do whatever you want with it, it's yours now, is perfect, and it makes her feel good about her life to this point. I think this is a closure to everything in the past that's happened to her personally. I think now something about right now in this moment in her life she feels settled. And I don't think that she's felt like that in a very long time. I think that she's always felt a kind of like longing, or like that there's a hurt right around the corner. And I think for the first time, she feels like she's really putting the past eras of her albums, you know, all the pain in those albums behind her, and they're all ours. And now it's a closer to all the pain and the hurt. It was phenomenal. I really teared up on that one, which leads into the acceptance theme that you pointed out. Yeah, she's healing finally. I mean, yeah, and I mean, it's very clear, like, she's just the manuscript is she made it through her at least her love life and her pain in 3 minutes and 44 seconds. And obviously Taylor Swift is a lot more than boys she's dated and her love life and whatever. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, she's finally closed this chapter of her life. It feels good. This all feels good. I mean, it's just a beautiful album. I don't think that it needs any hardcore analysis. I don't think it needs any, like, strings and chord boards. I think she told us exactly what she wanted to tell us, and that this album was for her and no one else. And the manuscript is her saying, and now it's yours. And this was cathartic for me to make, and I did what I had to do. Here you are. Now you do with it what you will. I've tried to explain to my therapist. She's asked me a lot how songwriting helps in processing grief or heartbreak or whatever the emotion might be. And she hates the word processing, but there's no other word to say. It is kind of like that. Like, after you write it down, it's not that it's gone. It's not that you don't relate to it anymore, but it's like, okay, it's there on the page. It can't hurt me anymore. And that feels like what she did with this album, is like, it's not that she doesn't relate to it. It's not that she's like not acknowledging that she felt these feelings, but she's saying, they can't hurt me anymore. This is like, at the point of putting out this album, of giving you the manuscript, that's the point when I've moved on. I love it. I think my favorites on that album are I'm Gonna Get You Back, The Prophecy, and the Manuscript. I think those are my three faves. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this, thank you so much for watching. Please sub. Please tell me what you think of the album in the comments, and I will see you next time. Oh shit, you scared me to death. Hi. I don't even really know if I like red wine. So,
We got a trail of clues lead into more. Honey, one last time, then shut the door. Is this a game, baby? Who's keeping score? Thinking we should talk, but tell me on the way.